Everybody, this is Allison from Allykatkreations. How are you? I'm hanging in. We got 6 inches of snow last night. Well, yesterday. And this definitely helped. I'm not as sore. I'm sore, but not as sore as I normally am, shoveling at least 4 times. And a lot of that was ice. This helps with pain. And this helped me to relax because the insanity that I'm going through, I don't know what I'm going to do. I need help. I don't know where to go get it because I live in a communist state. Before Morgan jumps on here, before I start with my episode, oh, here she comes. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, this cat. I'm sorry, guys. Is right here. Hiding. He's hiding. A lot of people ask me, where you have another cat? Where is he? The only man of the house. Say hi, everybody, puppy. So I got Annoying, love her old lady Grump. And then I got Ethan. Hi. Okay, sorry for all those pausings and whatnot and kitty cats and craziness. Yeah, so I have like one more day to figure it out. I haven't done so yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how my bills are gonna get paid. I really don't care anymore. I'm done. I'm like, I don't care. I didn't cause this. This is not my doing. I want to work. Everybody's like giving me jobs that I can't, I'm not wearing a mask. And everything in New York is still, even though the Constitution is being overridden right now and should be null and void as of like 2 days ago, everybody's still expecting you to be, and I can't. My teeth have been falling down, and I spoke to a friend that knows somebody that's a dentist. It's from the mask. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep up as much as I can with reading the Emerald tablets. And today I'm gonna do tablet 8 and tablet 9. Tablet 10 and 11, I am going to most likely find some sections in the Keys of Enoch to relate to it because of the topics. Really excited about this. Yeah. So I normally wouldn't be, I would be doing other books in between, but because I am unaware of what's going on with my light bill and the electric bill, and it just snowed here, I don't know if my car is going to start, so I could figure it out, maybe get a loan. I don't know. I'm not getting really any help from anybody. Food, on the other hand, everybody's willing to give me, but that doesn't put the gas and the heat and the electric on in the house to have food. And as much as I could go in my backyard and start a fire, there's a lot of snow. So yeah, I can't lose my house just yet because I own it. It was inherited. I also maybe tomorrow might do, I'm sorry, I'm like going off on a tangent, but I want to get this in. I might actually record my adoption story. There's a lot of people who have been adopted, who have their stories, and even though it's like offshoot from my channel, I think with what's going on in the world, that's another hole to go down. Okay, hang on. Okay, so we're gonna read Emerald Tablet 7, 8, I'm sorry. The Key of Mysteries. She kicked Ethan off the chair. She tried. She tried squeezing, but she's too fat. So bad. All right, we're going to read Thoth. His part first. Unto thee, O man, have I given my knowledge. Unto thee have I given of light. Hear ye now and receive my wisdom, brought from space planes above and beyond. Not as man am I, for free have I become of dimensions and planes. In each take I on a new body. In each I change in my form. Know I now that the formless is all there is of form. Great is the wisdom of the seven. Mighty are they from beyond. Manifest they through their power, filled by force from beyond. You know, the term planes of existence. Hear ye these words of wisdom. Hear ye and make them thy own. Find in them the formless. Find ye the key to beyond. Mystery is but hidden knowledge. Know and ye shall unveil. Find the deep buried wisdom and be master of darkness and light. Deep are the mysteries around thee, hidden the secrets of old. Search through the keys of my wisdom. Surely shall ye find the way. The gateway to power is secret, but he who obtains shall receive. Look to the light, O my brother. Opening ye shall receive. Press on through the valley of darkness. Overcome the dweller of night. Keep ever thine eyes to the light plain. That's capitalized, by the way. And thou shalt be one with the light. Man is in the process of changing to forms that are not of this world. Grows he in time to the formless, a plane on the cycle above. Know ye, ye must become formless before ye are one with the light. I'm going to read the commentary before I have some comments. Thoth had attained the power of mastership, and with it the ability to enter any interlocking world and their take on form, and also the ability to enter the inner spaces of the fourth dimension. In symbols, the keys of wisdom are found. Only those who search for the hidden meanings find the way. There is constant change and evolution in man, both as material and spiritual, as he develops in consciousness, which is formless in the ultimate. Finally, he obtains to that cosmic cycle wherein nothing material manifests in form. Thoth commands them to search out the mysteries of the inner earth and learn of the balance of earth. The pyramid of force, which is composed of the essence of that force, which causes atoms to cast off particles of themselves. Man must find the pyramid and stand either in body or projection before it receiving its universal force. He commands them to enter the blue lighted temple, which is the great hall of Amenti, where the seven sit. Man is both body and consciousness. Avatar. Spirit. Avatar. Spirit. Spirit. My heart, I'm pointing to. He commands them to enter the blue light temple, where the seven sit. Man is both body and consciousness, but the consciousness, the flame, must absorb the body, earth. Only through striving can wisdom be found, hidden as it is within darkness. And yet in that darkness, the essence of flame exists. And in this is the true wisdom found. The kingdom of shadows, your shadow self, was the octave of vibration in which were placed those who brought from a lower cosmic cycle when the gateway was opened by man. This was in the third or Polarian cycle, and that delvers in darkness were men who loved material power rather than to devote their lives to spiritual things. The beings called up were formless, as only the consciousness was brought up, and bodies must be formed here. They, like the elementals, being separated from their own cosmic consciousness and its creative powers, were not able to combine with the cycle because they had not developed its primal curves. Only by the will of man and the extracting of spirit from blood could they take form. Those of you who follow Jason Q, he's been discussing a lot about this in some of his podcasts with other people. What a lot of people are missing, the key element is this book. It's telling you, I mean, amongst many other books, but this is very easy to get and kind of comprehend in an active sense compared to the Keys of Enoch, which is like 500 something pages, and like the Law of One, which is 5-book series. This is telling you that our body was created by not who you think, and that our soul derives from Creator. Stomach that. Back to Thoth. List ye, O man, to my voice, telling of pathways to light, showing the way of attainment, when ye shall be one with the light. Search ye the mysteries of earth's heart, learn of the law that exists, holding the stars in their balance, by force of the primordial mist. Seek ye the flame of earth's life, bathe in the glare of its flame. Follow the three-cornered pathway until thou too art aflame. Speak thou in words without voice to those who dwell down below. Enter the blue litten temple and bathe in the fire of all life. Know, O man, thou art complex, a being of earth and of fire. Let the flame shine out brightly, be thou only the fire. Wisdom is hidden in darkness. When lit by the flame of the soul, found the wisdom and be light born, a son of the light without form. Seek the evermore wisdom. Find it in the heart of the flame. Know that only by striving can light pour into the brain. Now I have spoken with wisdom. List to my voice and obey. Tear open the veils of the darkness. Shine a light on the way. Speak I of ancient Atlantis. Speak of the days of the kingdom of shadows. Speak of the coming of the children of shadows. Out of the great deep were they called by the wisdom of earth men, called for the purpose of gaining great power. Far in the past, before Atlantis existed, men there were who delved into darkness, using dark magic, calling up beings from the great deep below us. Dante's Inferno, anybody? Forth came they into this cycle. Formless were they of another vibration, existing unseen by the children of earth men. Demonic realm, anybody? I mean, this is hell. For real. I'm going to keep on with Thoth and then I'll do the commentary. Only through blood could they have formed being. Only through man could they live in the world. In ages past were they conquered by the masters, driven below to the place whence they came. But some they were who remained, hidden in spaces and planes unknown to man. Lived they in Atlantis as shadows, the Naga. But at times they appeared among men. Where the blood was offered, forth came they to dwell among men. Why I'm wearing this shirt, by the way? If you doubt in any way, shape, or form that there isn't any interdimensional beings, that there isn't extraterrestrial interdimensional life, you're going to find out very soon. And I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here, but too many books are talking about the ones who go underneath and humans reptilians eat humans. There's a lot of videos with people's whose eyes shapeshift. A lot of videos, a lot of dating. Listen to David Icke. I've had some pictures of my eyes shifting, but then I was told I might be a hybrid in genetics, not a hybrid as in I'm a hybrid now, but it runs down into my line. Now, I'm not Rh negative, I'm Rh positive, but I'm A plus. So most likely Palladian, but also possibly reptilian. My eyes are very green. I know it's very hard to see. But that's just another example of them telling you the truth. And they are among us. Let me move on. There's so much I want to say, but I'm compressing it. In the form of men move they amongst us, but only to sight were they as are men. Shape-shifting. Serpent-headed. I have to contain myself. Serpent-headed when the glamour was lifted. Shape-shifting. But appearing to men as men among men. Vibration. You can't see shapeshifters if you're not in their vibration. And the glamour, like in magic, is like, okay, I have to, I'm sorry, I have to pause this because this is so good. If you've ever watched The Craft and Robin Tunney changes her hair color, it's called a glamour. It's deception. It's an illusion, kind of, but it's shape-shifting. Nancy Downs does it at the end. She disguises herself and then she changes back into her form. It's the same concept. And I'm only saying it from a movie perspective because most people have watched The Craft, I hope. But if not, go check that movie out. It's very interesting. It's knowing the pagan stuff is very, you need to know that kind of stuff as well. But right here, they're talking about the reptilians. They're talking about their shape-shifting and that we don't really necessarily see it. But cameras do, because cameras capture a little bit more than what we can see with our own physical eyes. And it's so quick. Their eyes shifting and changing and teeth morphing and hands morphing. There's a lot of videos out there. It's not easy to catch, but people have catched the acts of having that happen. Yeah, okay. So just putting that one out there, there's evidence of that. And with a lot of popular people, might you add. Infiltration from within. Because they're going to tell you what's going on right here. Crept they into the councils? They're in every government. Or they were in every government. Taking forms that were like unto men. Slaying by their arts. The chiefs of the kingdoms, taking their form and ruling over men. Only by magic could they be discovered. Only by sound could their faces be seen. sought they from the kingdom of shadows to destroy men and rule in his place. This is why I'm only concentrating on 2 tablets today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened to every one of your governments. Not just the United States, England, Italy, Germany, France, Ireland, China, Japan, North and South Korea, Russia, all of it. There are some in Africa, not all, and there are some in South America, not all, that have been infiltrated. But just about every major country that plays a role in extinction of humanity, Thoth says it right there. So this has been going on for a very long time, like the law of one states. I read it. The law of one states that they were here. That's evidence right there. It's not a conspiracy theory anymore, guys. Sorry. It's just not. Whether you want to believe in it or not, and that's up to you, that you're, you know, this is my opinion on this, the take for this, but there's too many coincidences, synchronicities. Too many books are telling you the same stuff. So how could it be a fictitious thing if all these people, even back all the way when, who wrote these tablets are discussing this topic, and there's too many statues, there's just too much out there stating this. Just putting that out there. But know ye, the masters were mighty in magic, able to lift the veil from the face of the serpent, able to send him back to his place. Came they to man and taught him the secret, the word that only a man can pronounce. Swift then they lifted the veil from the serpent and cast him forth from the place among men. Yet beware, the serpent still liveth in a place that is open at all times to the world. Unseen, they walk among thee in places where the rites have been said. Again, as time passes onward, shall they take the semblance of men. Called may they be by the master who knows the white or the black, but only the white master may control and bind them while in the flesh. Seek not the kingdom of shadows, for evil will surely appear, for only the master of brightness shall conquer the shadow of fear. So they did disappear, but they came back. They were always around. Always. And the Guardians, Earth Alliance, for the most part, have taken care of them. And note there are positive. There really is. There's positive reptilians. It's not. It's like calling all human. Like it's like implying something negative onto another race or a stereotype. There's good in all races and there's bad in all races, just like the law of one. It's positive and negative polarity. So yes, we as a human race, we all have our own faults. We all have our own stereotypes because that's what they wanted for everybody to associate other cultures with. We need to end that. But at the end, it's the white master, and not white as in white person. It's the positive who conquers evil. I hope he stays. He's very anxious kitty cat. Come here. Come here, Ethan. The masters drove, and this is a commentary, sorry guys. The masters drove most of them back through the lower gateway, but there were some who remained in the place built for them, coming forth only when the name was called and the blood sacrifice was offered. In news and in time, and maybe it might or maybe it might not. Be prepared if you aren't aware of what's been going on in the world and why there's a lot of earthquakes, volcanoes, and natural disasters happening. Understand that there is a huge, massive, massive taking down of the people who do those sacrifices. They do it for these evil, the same evil people Thoth is talking about. They took on the apparent form of man, but their actual appearance was the body of man or a woman with a serpent head. They were able to cast a hypnotic glamour around them and appeared to assume the features of men. It is which forms basis for the belief in the hypnotic powers of the serpent. They assumed the forms of leaders who were secretly slain. It's very important to note with this. I have a video. I could post it on Telegram. I don't want to scare people, but the Black Eye Club, the people who have like the black eyes, they get what's called the vril inserted into their eye via a very thin needle that goes through, and the parasite goes to their optic nerve and then shoots up to the pineal gland. It eats it. And therefore the form that person is not really who they are. They're infiltrated. Go look at all the stars and leaders who have black eyes in photos. It's how they get in. And that soul is no longer alive. And gradually, they and the men who called them took over the control of the nations. They had all of the appearance of men, but they were one word they were unable to pronounce. This was taught by the masters to men, and it became a law that every man who had office must pronounce this word before the people once each lunar month. If he failed, he was killed. This forced them from place among men, and gradually they were forgotten. But some still exist in their own place, unable to enter because man has forgotten the rites which summon them. The word was, I'm not saying it. I already photoed a Draco in a plague mask in this room. No. Nope. The master of either white or black magic may summon them, but only a white master may have the power to control them. They rule through fear. Well, world, what were you fearing for the last 3 years? Oh, I don't know. The very reason why I lost my job. I mean, but it wouldn't be leading me to read this so that you would be discovering this fun fact if you don't know it. Emerald tablets, guys. This is way a long time ago. Way back when. They rule through fear, conquer fear, and you have gained light. Thoth states that he has been to Suntal and even looked within the 6th dimension. They move only through angles and never through curves. The projected consciousness, which tries to penetrate the 6th dimension, will infallibly be attacked by the hounds of the barrier. Only by moving through space and circles can you evade the hounds. Only in the circle is protection. Return to the body is of no avail. However, one does not stumble upon them accidentally. Thoth had this experience in the past, and it taught him caution. He attempted to pass the gateway. Suntal and the guardians came at him. He knew the law of circles and angles and evaded them, returning to his body and completing the protection. The hounds of the barrier do not literally devour or destroy the soul, but bind it from further manifestation until the cosmic cycle is completed. Then it may combine with the next cosmic consciousness. Even after completing his protection, he must be careful not to approach the 6th dimension in angular movement. Thoth repeats again and again his warning about movement through curves. He also tells him not to attempt the pass Suntal before the time, for few have succeeded. He also tells how to recognize the guardians. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the Emerald Tablets by Thoth just told you what the hell happened to America and Canada and France and Spain, England, Italy, Germany, China, Russia, Ukraine, Bulgaria, Romania, Poland, Iran, Afghanistan, Israel, Jordan, Turkey, North and South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, Vietnam, Iceland, Denmark, Netherlands, the whole of Scandinavia, the whole world. It's happening again. Think theory. What if many of us are the Atlanteans that had to come back to make this situation right? What happens if we are the ones who have to make this situation right? Makes plausible sense why we're going through all the hell that we're going through. I'm not even joking. If this happened back then, it certainly happened now. Everything has to happen twice. And their civilization sunk. It went kablooey. We're not going to end up that way. We're not. The white hats are in control. We're watching a movie. But like I keep saying each and every time I do a reading, it is up to you to decide what side are you on? Freedom or tyranny? You don't have to like the fact that you've been lied to. You don't have to like the idea that they brainwashed you with all this obey, obey, obey crap. Stay home, stay home, stay home. All that nonsense. They lied to you to take control of you, to lose your freedoms and your liberty. Now it's your time to stand up. The Canadians are standing up. Those truckers, they're pushing. They're in Ottawa, upstate New York. They're at Niagara Falls. They're on the bridge. The Americans are answering, and it's all across the northern United States. All the border cities. It's not as easy in America to be doing what other countries are doing because of there's nobody stepping in, and innocent people are getting arrested, and a lot of people no. His little chin is on my leg. And you guys are lucky because he's never, ever up. Okay, so I had two major why I had to go through that. It's hard to believe. It is to people who are not open to this kind of stuff. It is not easy to believe. But there's more. But there's more. And we're going to go through it, and then we're going to go on to 9, I promise. This is stuff. Know ye, O my brother, that fear is an obstacle great. Be master of all in the brightness. The shadow will soon disappear. Hear ye and heed my wisdom. The voice of light is clear. Seek not the valley of shadow, and light only will appear. This is how we defeat the darkness, and that is what we need to be doing now. Listen ye, O man, to the depth of my wisdom. Speak I of knowledge hidden from man. Far have I been on my journey through space-time, even to the end of space of the cycle. Found I there a great barrier, holding men from leaving this cycle. I glimpsed the hounds of the barrier, lying in wait for he who would pass them. The Nebu. In that space where time exists not, faintly I sense the guardians of cycles. Move they only through the angles, free are they not of the curved dimensions. Plane of existence. Curve it, bend it. Strange and terrible are the hounds of the barrier. Follow they consciousness to the limits of space. Think not to escape by entering your body, for follow they fast the soul through angles. Only the circles will give ye protection. Save from the claws of the dweller in angles. So those who practice the white magic, some forms of paganism, you throw a salt circle around your body or the space that you're working within to protect you. Where did that come from? Damn straight. Can't make this stuff up. Cannot make this stuff up. It's right here. Once in a time past, I approached the Great Barrier, and I saw on the shores where time exists not, the formless forms of the hounds of the barrier. I, hiding in the mist beyond time, I found them, and they, scenting me afar off, raised themselves and gave the great bell cry, and that can be heard from cycle to cycle and move through space toward my soul. Fled I then back fast before them, back from time's unthinkable end, but ever after me pursued they, moving in strange angles, not known to man. I, on the gray shore of time's space end, found I the hounds of the barrier, ravening for the soul who attempts the beyond. Fled I through circles back to my body, fled and fast after me they followed. I, after me the devourers followed, seeking through angles to devour my soul. This is one of the reasons why the Merkabah, it's the vehicle that our light body travels in. And when you spin it enough and spin it really fast, it appears to be a circle, a ball, but it's not, it's triangles. It's small, but I have other videos where I have a bigger one. Entered I my body, created the circles that know not angles, created the form that from my form was formed, tongue twister, made my body into a circle and lost the pursuers in the circles of time. But even yet, when free from my body, cautious ever must I be, not to move through the angles, else my soul might never be free. Know ye the hounds of the barrier, move only through angles and never through the curves of space. Only by moving through curves can ye escape them, for in angles they will pursue thee. O men, heed my warning. Seek not to break open the gate to the beyond. Few there are who have succeeded in passing the barrier to the greater light that shines beyond. For know ye ever the dwellers, seek such souls to hold in their thrall. Listen, O man, and heed ye my warning. Seek ye to move not in angles but curves. And if while free from thy body, thou hearest a sound like the bay of a hound, ringing clear and bell-like through the being, flee back to the body through the circles. Penetrate not the mist before. When thou hast entered the form thou hast dwelt in, use thou the cross and the circle combined. Open thy mouth and use thy voice. Utter the word and thou shalt be free. Only the one who of light has the fullest can hope to pass by the guards of the way, and then must be moved through the strange curves and angles that are formed in direction not known to man. List ye, O man, and heed ye my warning. Attempt not to pass the guards in the way. Rather shall ye seek to gain of thy own light and make thyself ready to pass on the way. Light in thine ultimate end, O my brother, seek and find ever the light on thy way. We need to shift our bodies into crystalline beings and shift into light. I know that was a lot of ranting, but we're not done yet. Enroll tablet 9, the key of freedom of space. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, we're going to do Thoth first. List ye, listen ye, O man, hear ye my voice. Teaching of wisdom and light in this cycle. Teaching ye how to banish the darkness. Teaching ye how to bring light in thy life. Something we all need to know. Seek ye, O man, to find the great pathway that leads to this eternal life as a sun, S-U-N. Draw ye away from the veil of the darkness. Seek to become a light in the world. Make of thyself a vessel for light, a focus for the sun of this space. Lift thou thine eyes to the cosmos. Lift thou thine eyes to the light. Speak in the words of the dweller, the chant that calls down the light. Sing thou the song of freedom. Sing thou the song of the soul. Create the high vibration that will make thee one with the whole. Blend all thyself with the cosmos. Grow into one with the light. Be thou a channel of order, a pathway of law to the world. Sounds like a drop. Thy light, O man, is the great light, shining through the shadow of flesh. Free must thou rise from the darkness, before thou art one with the light. Shadows of darkness surround thee. Light fills thee with its flow. But know, O man, thou must arise and forth from the body go, far to the plains that surround thee, and yet are one with thee too. Look all around thee, O man. See thine own light reflected. I, even in the darkness around thee, thine own light pours forth through the veil. Seek thou for the wisdom always. Let not thine body betray. Keep in the path of the light wave. Shun thou the darkened away. Know thee that wisdom is lasting. Existing since the also began. Creating harmony from chaos by the law that exists in the way. List ye, O man, to the teachings of wisdom. List to the voice that speaks of the past time. I shall tell the knowledge forgotten. Tell ye of wisdom hidden in past time, lost in the mist of darkness around me. Know ye, man, ye are the ultimate of all things. Only the knowledge of this is forgotten. Lost when man was cast into bondage, bound and fettered by the chains of darkness. That's all of us. Long, long ago, I cast off my body, wandered I free. Through the vastness of ether, circled the angles that hold men in bondage. Know ye, O man, ye only a spirit. The body is nothing. The soul is the all. Let not your body be a fetter. Cast off the darkness and travel in light. Cast off your body, O man, and be free. Truly a light that is one with the light. When ye are free from the fetters of darkness and travel in space as a son of the light, then ye shall know that space is not boundless, but truly bounded by angles and curves. Know ye, O man, that all that exists is only an aspect of greater things yet to come. Matter is fluid and flows like a stream, constantly changing from one thing to another. All through the ages has knowledge existed, never been changed, though buried in darkness, never been lost, though forgotten by man. Know ye that throughout the space that ye dwell in are others as great as your own, interlaced through the heart of your matter, yet separate in space of their own. Once in a time long forgotten, I, Thoth, opened the doorway, penetrated into other spaces, and learned of the secrets concealed. Deep in the essence of matter are many mysteries concealed. 9 are the interlocked dimensions, and 9 are the cycles of space. 9 are the diffusions of consciousness, and 9 are the worlds within worlds. 9 are the lords of the cycles that come from above and below. Space is filled with concealed ones, for space is divided by time. Seek ye the key to the time space, and ye shall unlock the gate. Know ye that throughout the time space, consciousness surely exists. Though from our knowledge it is hidden, yet still is forever exists. The key to worlds within thee are found only within. For man is the gateway of mystery, and the key that is one within one. It's all within. Seek ye within the circle. Use the word I shall give. Open the gateway within thee, and surely thou too shalt live. Man, ye think that ye liveth, but know it is life within death. For as sure as ye are bound to your body, for you no life exists. Only the soul is space free, has life that is really a life. All else is only a bondage, a fetter from which to be free. Think not that man is earthborn, though come from the earth he may be. Man is a light-born spirit, but without knowing he can never be free. Darkness surrounds the light-born. Darkness fetters the soul. Only the one who is seeking may ever hope to be free. Shadows around thee are falling. Darkness fills all the space. Shine forth, O light of the man's soul. Fill thou the darkness of space. Ye are a son of the great light. Remember, and ye shall be free. Stay not thou in the shadows. Spring forth from the darkness of night. Light, let the soul be, O son born, filled with glory of light. Freed from the bonds of the darkness, a soul that is one with the light. Thou art the key to all wisdom. Within thee is all time and space. Live not in bondage to darkness. Free thy light form from night. Great light that fills all the cosmos. Flow thou fully to man. Make of his body a light torch that shall never be quenched among men. Curious who this light bearer is, besides us, because it's all within. Just curious. Long in the past sought I wisdom, knowledge not known to man. Far to the past I traveled, into space where time began. Sought I ever new knowledge, to add to the wisdom I knew. Yet only I found did the future hold the key to the wisdom I sought. Down in the halls of immense deed I journeyed, the greater knowledge to seek. Asked of the lords of the cycles, the way to the wisdom I sought. Ask the lords this question, where is the source of all? Answered in tones that were mighty, the voice of the Lord of the Nine. Free thou thy soul from thy body and come forth with me to the light. Forth I came from my body, a glittering flame in the night. Stood I before the lords, bathed in the fire of life. Seized was I then by a force great beyond knowledge of man. Cast was I to the abyss through space unknown to man. Saw I the molding of order from the chaos and angles of night. Saw I the night spring from order and heard the voice of the light. Saw I the flame of the abyss casting forth order and light. Saw order spring out of chaos, saw light giving forth life. Then heard I the voice, hear thou and I understand. The flame is the source of all things. Containing all things is potentiality. The order that sent forth light is the word, and from the word comes life, and the existence of all. And again spoke the voice, saying, the life in thee is the word. Find thou the life within thee, and have powers to use of the word. Long I watched the light flame, pouring forth from the essence of fire, realizing that life is but order, and that man is one with the fire. Back I came to my body, stood again with the nine. Listen to the voice of the cycles, vibrate with powers they spoke. Know ye, O Thoth, that life is but the word of the fire. The life force ye seek before thee is but the word in the world as a fire. Seek ye the path to the word, and the power shall surely be thine. Then asked I of the nine, O Lord, show me the path, give me the path to the wisdom. Show me the way to the word. Answer me then, the Lord of the Nine. Through order ye shall find the way. Saw ye not that the word came from chaos? Saw ye not that light came from fire? Look in thy life for disorder. Balance and order thy life. Quell all the chaos of emotions, and thou shalt have order in life. Order brought forth from chaos will bring thee the word of thy source, will give thee the power of cycles, and make of thy soul a force that free will extend through the ages, a perfected sun from the source. Listen I to the voice, and deep sank the words in my heart. Forever have I sought for order, that I might draw on the word. Know ye that he who attains it must ever in order be. For use of the word through disorder has never and can never be. Take ye these words, O man, as part of thy life. Let them be. Seek thee to conquer disorder, and one with the word thou shalt be. Put forth thy effort in gaining light on the pathway of life. Seek to be one with the sun's state. Seek to be solely the light. Hold thou thy thought on the oneness of light with the body of man. Know that all order from chaos born into light. That's a mouthful. Commentary. The first page consists of commands to seek the light rather than darkness, so that you may realize the oneness of all things. The command is given to seek from wisdom and not allow the material to hold you back, for only wisdom creates harmony. Even in the time in which Thoth wrote, the wisdom of the ancient races were forgotten among the people who were descendants of the barbarian tribes Thoth found after he left Atlantis. Man is part of the essence of consciousness, but that knowledge is forgotten by the mass of mankind. Thoth, through projection of his consciousness, realized that consciousness is the ultimate reality and that the body was the fetter which binds men to the physical world. Through experience gained in projection, he learned of the curves and angles of space. Thoth begins to state some of the laws, which were as mysterious to the people of his time as they are today. It's true. That which seems to be the totality of all things is only one facet, one aspect of the jewel of truth. Matter is fluid in so much as it constantly disintegrating to be formed into new combinations. Other space spoken of are interlocking worlds, the inner spaces of the fourth dimension and other dimensions. The frequency of the number 9 is spoken of as including 9 lords of cycles, though we are told only of the 7. The 9 include the lords of the cosmic cycle and the one below. Time-space is spoken of as being full of concealed ones, the concealment being behind the curves of the space spiral. As consciousness is some form is present in everything, it follows that it must also be the diffusion of past time matter. In and through men alone can the path to other planes be opened. The circle represents completion of the opening of the channel of force passing through the centers of the body. The word is a vibration which loosens the power. Only through this life can really be realized. Man is not material, though seems to be. He is light, springing from the eternal source and only appearing as material being. And even materiality is only in so seeming, for in the ultimate, the material becomes light. Well, what are we becoming, my friends? Thoth speaks constantly for more wisdom to add to that which he already has. Thoth journeys to the halls of Amenti to ask the lords the question, where is the source? He is commended by the Lord of Nine to free himself from the body, for only in spirit can this be truly answered. Thoth frees himself from the body and is cast into the abyss, literally, the great deep, and is there shown the molding of the order from the disorder. The Lord of Nine has temporarily harmonized him with the full flow of the Yerkima, and he can see into the eye, Yod, in the ark. What was I talking about with the last video with the ark? And see the creation and forming of the cosmic consciousness. We are shown that the true word is order, which changes all disorder into its own likeness. The life in men is a manifestation of order and therefore a key to the word. If you can realize the full meaning of this passage, you have the key to the lost word. Life is an expression of the order which proceeds forth from the absolute fire of the torch bearer. We are thus again shown that the word is order and harmony. The path to the word lies in ordering your life so that chaos is eliminated from it. Man is lost from the word because he has allowed disorder and chaos to rule his life. Every effort put forth, every conquest of disorder brings us closer to the word. I know I rented a lot in it, so I'm going to just about end it here. That's a lot to take in, but it has everything to do with now, sign language, now. It's very important to understand that we are literally repeating Atlantis' time. Just curious who Thoth is. I have my guesses, but I believe he's embodied in somebody. It's very interesting. But there's a lot of parallels here through up above, down below, and how they use words and spells to cast upon the masses to enslave us and to keep us in a perpetual state of cycles. Think about it. I hoped you enjoyed Thoth, tablets 8 and 9. Hopefully either tomorrow or during the week, I will read 10 and 11 if I have my lights and electric and everything on. I know I will have my phone on, but it's going to be difficult. Either way, I'm sending each and every one of you love and light. Make sure if you're in pain or you have anxiety, reach out to me. These work. Please reach out. Email me. Please comment. Please like the video. A lot of people watched and they don't like. Makes me sad. If you can't financially help me, not even $1, just put a thumbs up. Doesn't hurt. And it's okay if you don't like it. No judgment. It's not for everybody, my opinions and my viewpoint. But it's very interesting to like look in another perspective. So I hope you got a lot out of that, because I sure did. I might put something really interesting up on Instagram in a little bit. We'll see. And I hope all of you have an amazing week. Love and light to everybody. Have a great rest of your week. Get ready and listen and subscribe so you know when 9 and 10 come out, okay? Bye, guys.